Hello. Hey, Cindy. How's it going?
It's going well. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. Welcome back, Pondering Podcast. We are here to discuss another episode of the Brendon Show. This guy's got a lot of good nuggets in his podcast, and I appreciate that most of his podcasts are fairly short. So if you don't have a lot of time, check this one out. It is called Kickstart Your Dream, episode 81 from November 26th of 2021. And it's about 13 minutes long, except you don't have to start till 2 minutes and 17 seconds in. And then in the middle, he pops in for another ad. So it's less than 10 minutes of a listen. But so we're going to talk a little bit about what our takeaways were from this episode. He really talks about starting something new. So I'd like to kind of spin it to the lens of either if you're starting your coaching business or you're trying to add something new that you haven't done before, or maybe you're trying to, I like to think about it in terms of like adding clients, right? Maybe you've had clients for a while, but now you're looking to get more people into your business, or you're looking to add in something that you haven't done before. So how do you get yourself started? Okay, so he talks about the big question is, why haven't you started? And so I thought it might be cool to just talk about, some things that maybe we've experienced getting in our way with moving forward. I mean, we both started businesses fairly recently within the last year or so here, which is exciting. But definitely we've both run into some roadblocks. So what are some of the things you've experienced, Cindy, with getting started or adding something into your business that's new?
I think the hardest part is I've gotten really comfortable with how I'm doing it. And then when I want to launch something new, like an educational program or a new opportunity to enhance coaching, I get stuck and I don't push play. I think about it, I mull it over, I create, and still it's just in pause mode for some reason. So for me, I do what's comfortable and I keep it there, even though I'm doing all this other stuff that will provide benefit, but I've got to, grow that courage, I think, and let go of self-doubt or having to be a certain way and just start. I mean, I really liked his idea of the learning map. I think that's what he called it. Mm-hmm. Because that just is something I can plan. I know how to plan. So if I actually sat down and looked at all the things, okay, if I want to do this program, what do I need to learn and how can I promote it and what would make it valuable to clients? How can I get the word out there? Get brave and post about it. That's, taking those baby steps, like he said, the 3 action steps a day. That would hold me to the fire a lot better than what I'm doing now, which is check in, look at it, tweak it, close it. Yeah. So, it's, I put it out there a little sprinkling at a time, but I'm not having that bravery that I want to have. So this one actually spoke pretty well to me because I've been in a pause moment. And, he definitely brought up that perfectionism happens when you're done. So check. I better get started because I tend to be a perfectionist. So that was pretty eye-opening. So what have you kind of gone through and wanted to launch but haven't?
I mean, that newsletter is still
yes.
I think a lot of little things, right? The Instagram page specific to my business. It took me a really long time to finalize my website back in the beginning. It was like the thing I waited till the last part to do. And just kind of getting out there in promoting and figuring out how to, continue to try to get new people and to continue to stay relevant and put out the content. I feel like is kind of an easier one. It's the getting of new clients and kind of putting yourself out there that kind of feels a little bit harder. But I did, to your point, I liked how he said, set an end date. Like you have a
Mhm.
deadline in your business, in your company, and if you don't get this done for your boss, then you're not going to get paid. And that's true, except for your boss is you
Yeah.
know, but you need to reframe it so you don't continue to push it off and off, which is, it's hard to do when you're your own boss, because
Mhm.
you're the only one who's affected by that, right? But I also really liked, he said there are a lot of reasons why you don't get started, and usually they surround things like a lack of motivation or a lack of discipline. And I
Mhm.
think probably in both of our cases, it's not motivation as much as it is like jumping over that first hurdle and ripping off the band-aid and then just going with it. Because
Mhm.
this is a perfect example. This life coaching crew, we talked about it. We talked about how much more success you can have in growing a business when you have a community. And so we just decided, okay, we got to do this. And we didn't know what we're doing, and we're still figuring it out. But the idea of grow as you go,
Mhm.
just like get started, nothing can change if you don't fall on your face a little bit and figure it out. So I like that idea too, of scheduling it out, and then that take 3 action steps every day. So if
Mhm.
I want to gain more clients, I need to make a goal, an end goal of how many by what date, and then what am I doing every single day to work towards that. And it doesn't always have to be something big. It could be small
Mhm.
little steps. I mean, for the newsletter, it could be one little paragraph each, you know, each day. So yeah, I really like the idea of that. So if you are someone who is trying to kickstart your new dream, trying to figure out how to start your business, start today. Start where you are. Figure out what you want to create and when you want to have it done by, and what little steps you can take each day to start moving towards that goal, whatever that may be for you. So hopefully this is helpful. Check out the podcast. He's really great. And if you have any ideas or want to share anything about how you've gotten through kickstarting part of your business or your dream, we'd love to hear it. Share below in the comments. And yeah, we'll see you next time.
Very good to see you, Leslie. Thanks for the great conversation. I appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you.